I forgot to put a description in for this video. And I'm hoping to God that the iPad stays where it is. Y'all, I've got to get some better setup for the iPad than what I've got going on right now, because really, I mean, this is ridiculous how I have it set up right now. Like, you would not even believe how I've got this thing set up. So sorry I'm running like almost 20 minutes late. I just have so many feelings right now. And you know, I had some stuff going on, so I couldn't join you. Y'all, I have to wait a minute before I have to make sure people get on, but I have to alert certain people in my family that I'm doing a live, so they can't be blowing up my phone. Hey, Precious. I saw your post about your kid. It's pretty funny. It reminds me of mine. Evelyn, my almost 3-year-old, informed me as soon as I announced bedtime that she needed a bath because she was nasty. No. Which, I mean, she doesn't like to poop, and every time she poops, she thinks she needs a bath, but whatever. So I wanted to do, oh my gosh, Julia, stop texting me. We'll chat later. I'm in public. I cannot answer your I cannot answer adequately the messages that you're sending me. So, anyway, I wanted to come on here, get my y'all, it's been a night. Get on here and talk about making your lips look bigger. Some people are blessed with big, beautiful lips. I'm not one of those people. Like, I have decent sized lips, but they're not like, my husband has pretty lips, and I hate him for it. Like, he has a nice sized mouth. It didn't come out right. Anyway, so, you know, most people, we can't afford injections, although I would love to have some, like, lip fillers done at some point, as long as I'm not walking around with, like, duck lips, like permanent duck lips. I've also seen those, y'all, my dog, Aria, you either go in or out, baby girl. You can't do both. Y'all, I'm sorry. I have an old English bulldog, and she's in heat, so that's always fun. She got into her heat yesterday, so she's been a load of just joy. They have these things, and I don't know, I actually have thought about ordering it just to see, hey Cindy, if it lives up to all the hype. It's called, I think it's called Candy Lips, and you like suck on it, and it like makes your lips expand for hours. So I'm actually thinking about getting one of those, and if I do, I will totally post it because it looks ridiculous, but if it works, I'll try it. Like, I don't even care. And since it's makeup related, it's a tax write-off. Yay! So anyway, the first thing you need to do for any lips, whether you have like the big pretty ones or like nothing there, or lips like mine, which is kind of average, you need to prep your lips first. Nothing is gonna look good. Your lips aren't gonna look good if they're scaly and, you know, have old color. Like right now I'm wearing the lipstick that I had on from this morning. It's one of our Perfect lipsticks. It's not our Enduring Lip color. It's one of our Perfect lipsticks, and it actually lasted all day. Like you can still see the color, which I wasn't expecting from just regular lipstick. So hey, yay. So you need to prep your lips with like a balm or a moisturizer. Like I'm using Nivea Nivea cream. So, and you really need to let that sit for about 5 minutes, but for time's sake, I'm not gonna make it sit for 5 minutes. Hey Kayla. So, and then you need to exfoliate. Some people use scrubs. You can buy lip balms where one side's like the scrub and the other side is the actual balm. Or you can use a toothbrush, and you need to go over your lips kind of in a circular motion. One, it gets rid of the scaly stuff, the dry stuff, but it also increases blood flow in your lips. And y'all, I did my research before I did this. I did my research so I wouldn't look like a fool talking to y'all. So it increases blood flow, makes your lips look fuller. Hey Julia Shackelford, not Julia Sellers, my sister. And then you need to apply your foundation as your base. It helps set your color, and it covers up your natural lip color, so that the true color of the lipstick shows through. And so there's mine. And I'm using my Z palette that I got. I'm trying to see if I need to change the color, because I feel like maybe that one might be better. Y'all, which color? I know it's like my setup is crappy, but I feel like maybe that one's better. I feel like there's a glare. Lord have mercy. Whew. Hey, Morgan. Okay. And then you need to take a highlighter, and y'all, I'm kind of reading off what I read earlier. I wrote it down because I am a nerd, and I like to write things down, everything. Write things down. The written word is awesome. So you need to apply your highlighter. Like I'm using an illuminating powder, or you can use a lighter colored concealer, and you need to do this on the center of your lips, which would be right here where your Cupid's bow is. And this highlights this part, which is going to make your lips look fuller. So, and maybe I do need it, actually. No, that's way too bright. I think that one might be better. So, you do that. And then you go over it. You get your lip liner. And I got to decide which one I'm going to use. Which one's darker. So right now I'm going to use this one. This is one of my liners from Ulta. And y'all, I'm not that great at lining my lips. I have never had a knack for it. So forgive me if it's crappy. There's also a trick though that I can show you how to do if you're not the best at lining your lips. And I'll show you that in a minute. But you overshade where your Cupid's bow is. So here's my Cupid's bow. And I would go right above the line. And then I would go, as I'm going down, go more towards inside my lip. So. And y'all, I've got to have, I got to have my actual mirror to do this, y'all. I am so sorry. And now my dog is wanting to come back in. So. So you have right above the Cupid's bow lined. So just slightly, like you don't want it way up here. And y'all, it's a good thing, like I've done a wax job on my face, or y'all would be seeing all my hair. Or if you're not very good at doing liner, you can draw like an X right here, and that'll show you where your bow is. So we have that. Sorry if I'm a little boring, but like I said, I wrote this down on a piece of paper so I wouldn't forget everything. Now you need to like shade in between your liner and your natural lip line. Let me double check in my actual mirror. So you got that. And now you need a contour with a darker liner. And this is our Limelight, our Enduring Lip Liner #1. And it's just a little bit darker than this one. It's nothing like nothing super dramatic. Hold on just a second. So you go in and you need a contour. And as you can tell, like we've done nothing with the bottom lip yet. Hey, Lisa. Talking about lips. So. And now you need to apply like a neutral powder. Let me find one. Like a neutral powder to the bottom of your lower lip right here. So it'd be like the right here. And what that does is it gives your bottom lip a plumper appearance. So, and now you can fill in with a matte lipstick or a matte crayon or whatever it is you want to use. Doing gloss with lining your lips, doing a heavy gloss, it's going to be overkill on your lips. It's also going to highlight the line that you just drew. And you don't want that. You don't want people seeing that you've, you know, made your lips look big. You want them to think that your lips are naturally that big. I am going to go with Candy Apple. Another thing to think about is the shade. When you're trying to make your lips look bigger, and crap, y'all, I just dropped my lipstick. So cute. Hey, April, when you're trying to make your lips look bigger, typically using darker shades like our Black Magic or Black Tie or our Black Magic, it's going to make your lips look smaller. So if you already have small lips and you're trying to make them look plumper, you probably need to stay away from the dark shades. Even Sugar Plum might be, I mean, that might be too dark. So just a note, like the brighter the shade, the bigger your lips are probably gonna look. And I'm gonna use this because it's a nice bright shade. I'll put those right there. And y'all, do you see where I had broken out? Like, and then I went ahead and played with my face with my little extraction tool, and I picked, and gosh knows it. Like, hey, Aunt Leah. How's it going? Y'all, my kids must be giving my husband hell, because I can hear them and hear him from the other end of the house talking to my kids who were supposed to be in bed. So, Precious, you and I are in the same boat. Woo! Oh, they're giving him hell. Guarantee you one of them's hungry. Guarantee. Lord have mercy. Let me fix this. And y'all, how did I wind up with lipstick on my nose? So, you did that. If you go with a non-matte, you need to put some powder on your lipstick to create the matte effect. Hold on. I got to finish fixing this. Excuse me for a second. And I got to actually have, you know, so, dab some powder on it if it's like a lipstick that's shiny. You know, dab some powder on there to make it matte. This also helps the staying power of your lipstick. And then the next thing you need to do is apply some shimmer to the center and the center top and bottom of your lip. Still using this one, like you don't have to use like an illuminating powder. You know, if you have like a gold toned eyeshadow, and there's my dog wanting to come in and out, in and out, in and out. That's how she's been, like in and out of the house, in and out of the bedroom, in and out of the crate. Like she's just on edge right now. Apply it to the center of your lip. I mean, not that crazy like I just did. And y'all, before I had a female dog who was not altered, I had no idea that dogs actually do PMS. They do. Like, I should have seen her heat coming because she's been lazy and not wanting to do anything but lay around, and she's been crabby, like really, really grouchy. And I should just known right then that she was fixing to come into heat. So, she's just kind of laying around, being lazy. And of course she wants to go outside and bring all the boys to the yard. Okay, and then you need to take your, like, if you've created like a harsh line, or you kind of colored outside the lines, or you've bled, your lipstick's bled a little bit, go back over it with your lipstick brush or a concealer brush and some concealer to clean that up, because you don't want, yeah, you don't want that all over your face. Aria, honey, Lord, let me let that dog in. Do you want to be on video too? Come on, baby. No more in and out. I love you too, but no more in and out. Y'all, it's a struggle. Yes, you look a big old baby. Yes, you are. So, okay. They also suggest, the thing I was looking at also suggested taking like a piece of tissue, which you need to, if it's 2-ply, pull it apart. Put it over your lips and apply some translucent powder. You want to tear the tissue so that it's 2 halves, because you want it to be thin enough for the powder to go through without getting all over your face. And then the last step is to make sure you don't have anything on your teeth, because there is nothing that says gross factor more than like lipstick on the teeth. Y'all, everybody has got that family member or got that person in their life that has lipstick on their teeth. Everybody. We won't name names, But everybody has got that one person in their family that forever has lipstick on their teeth. Or is always asking, do I have lipstick on my teeth? Like that girl from Saved by the Bell that Zach Morris dated for a little while. Like, do I have lipstick on my teeth? So that is an easy way to make sure that you don't have any lipstick on your teeth. But those are the steps for trying to make your mouth look just a little bigger if you are like me and you were not born with Angelina Jolie lips. So that's what you need to do. Does anybody have any questions before I go off of here? I think I'm gonna watch The Killing Fields when I get off of here. After, well, I gotta catch up on some things. I'm like woefully behind with my Limelight stuff. And it's only the 1st of February, and I'm already like woefully behind. Y'all, I forgot that it was the 1st of February, by the way. I keep thinking today's 31st, and then my husband's like, hey, guess what? It's not. It's the 1st of February. And I'm like, crap, I've got, a couple bills I got to pay. Whoops. So I think I'm going to watch Killing Fields, though. I love that show. Y'all, I have a soft spot for old men. And Rhodey on Killing Fields has got my heart. I love him. He is just a pretty older man with like pretty blue eyes and the prettiest Louisiana accent ever. I just love him. I love him. Like if I could meet him, I would be so happy. So I got a soft spot for old men. Never heard of it. Oh my gosh. It's on, I think it's on Discovery. You have to watch it. It's real life, cold cases. And so far this season and last season, they have gone, girl, I could talk to you about this show all day long. They are going and trying to solve a 27-year-old murder. And as they're trying to solve this one, they have found evidence, to hopefully put away a man who confessed to a murder that took place like 20 years ago. But because they didn't have the hard evidence against him, they could never prosecute him. But I mean, like, he was on tape, like, confessed, hey, yeah, I did this. I killed this guy, put him in a barrel, sunk the barrel. This is where I put it. This is how I did it. This is the weapon I used. But they didn't have hard evidence, so they could not prosecute. But yes, this show is, I love this show. And I love, like, anything with the criminal justice field. I love it. And I'm like, oh. But yeah, the older man's name is Rhodey. And he looks like he was a heartbreaker when he was a young thing. Like, he's on wife number 7. Yeah, wife number 7. So, and there's a younger guy. He's good. He's good looking too. His name is Aubrey, but I like the old man. I like him. That's my thing. So, anyway, so yeah, if you get a chance, y'all need to check that show out. It's pretty cool. The girl that they were trying to solve, the 27-year-old case, her name was Eugenie Bonfontaine, and she was murdered. They found her body like a few months later. And the other case that they found the evidence for, his name, I can't remember his real name, but his street name was Cochise, and he had been out buying diapers for his baby when he got murdered. So they're trying to put the pieces together for these two cases, because these were like Rhodey's cases when he was like a young buck, and like, so now he's trying to solve it. So that's my thing. Yay! But anyway, I hope everybody has a good night. And hopefully, God willing, I will be back on tomorrow, because there was something else I've got to figure out. There's another topic I want to talk about. I just haven't decided. May talk about the Limelight opportunity, and the new incentives for the month of February, for everybody that has told me they're interested in joining. Now is the time, because the incentives are awesome. So anyway, have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.